All right, so what we're going to do now is we will copy or replicate the data set from another project to our own project. Okay. So to initiate the data set creation, we make sure in our Google Big, in our BigQuery in the studio, we select the project. Okay. So we select the project, my project. This is the one I created. So you need to choose the project that you've created. Okay. So once it's created, just select that. Okay. And it is here on the navigation pane. I have here now on the left side, on the left portion, I have now my project. And click on the ellipsis and then create dataset. Then, since we are going to make a copy of the mock exam dataset, so I'll just rename this, or I'll just rename it as mock exam. Okay. Select multi-region, US, multiple regions in United States, and just click on create dataset. So once you're done creating the dataset, it will appear here. So I've already created my dataset here, mock exam. So if you check, it's still empty. So what we're going to do, since I mentioned that we are going to copy the dataset from the other project, the one that was shared to us. So I'm going to copy this one. So what I'm going to do is I will select all first. So I will copy the table. We're going to copy the tables from this dataset, and we're going to add that to our created dataset in our own project. Okay. So we're going to copy the ID. So that means that we need to select all from the table, this table, and make sure that we enclose this with the backtick. Okay. And then we're going to run this. All right. So I have 472,144 rows. And I have how many columns? I have 5 columns in this particular table. So this result, I'm going to save this result as a BigQuery table. Okay. So again, in the save result, click on the drop down and here select BigQuery table. All right. So it will show you it's the destination. It's already populated our project because I only have one project in my BigQuery right now, the one that I created. All right, and I'm going to select the dataset I just initiated earlier, and I will rename this as case info because I'm replicating the tables, right? Okay. After which, I'm just going to save it. All right. Okay, so the query has been exported. Let's go to the table. Okay, and we now have we have already replicated the table. Casey. All right. So I have here 472,144. Okay. So it's the same as what we have in here. 472,140. All right, so we are going to do the same thing on the next table we're going to copy. So we're going to copy the testing aggregates. I'm just going to have or run another select statement and making sure that we're going to update the ID here. Okay, and run this line, this statement. Okay, then I now have 98,230 rows, and I'm going to save the result in another BigQuery table. Basically, we are going to save it in the dataset mock exam, the one we created under our own project. And add the name that you would like to use for this table. So since I am just replicating, or I'm creating a copy of what we have in the original mock exam under DABC 19. I'm just going to reuse the name. Okay, so testing aggregates and save it to the table. And now I have my tables, or my table testing aggregate. And same thing, I have the same number of rows, 98,230, saved in under mock exam under my own project. So I have now replicated the data set. So I have now case info and testing aggregates. All right, so that's how you can replicate the tables into your own project. That's it. Thank you for watching.